go!
You're tuned in to the loudest, craziest, and most excited bunch of geeks and nerds on this side of the planet. Commentary, views, news, and reviews of the latest to the greatest of all things pop culture. From comics to toys to video games to anime, cartoons, film, and TV. We're about to dive into everything nerdy and geeky in between. This is BJG.
This is Central Tuna.
This is Captain Mike.
This is Police.
This is Noch.
This is Tricks.
This is Gaming 2.0.
This is Rene, Cruz, and this.
And this.
This is the G3 Podcast.
Gamers, geeks, and good times. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamers, Geeks, and Good Times. This is the G3 Podcast, coming at you with another episode this Friday. Episode ano ba tayo? 59? 60? Whatever. We're almost closing way half of 100. But welcome to the show, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team. We have Noch, we have Captain Mike, we have Jazz, Mr. Big, General Tuna, Rene, Cruz Jr., and of course, Palitz in the house. Welcome, boys. Welcome. It's another Friday. What's going on, boys? What's up? Ano bang pinagagawa natin dyan before we start noticing people in the chat room? What's going on? I know your backgrounds are still fantastically
just got
organized.
back to playing Apex Legends. I mean, I think that sums up my whole week.
Oh yeah. Were you on a winning streak though, or?
Nah, I mean,
Never ask an FPS player if they're on a winning streak.
especially
Because it
when
never
it's
happens.
Battle Royale.
Exactly.
Right. Right. I get. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have quite the show for you this evening. We have a run back of what just happened. We are fresh from Rev Major. And my God, can I tell you, Rev Major was an awesome place to be. If you weren't there, you missed a lot. But here we are. We're going to be talking about stuff today. And boys, we have a special announcement for you guys who are listening, for you guys who are watching. So make sure that you stick around at the very end, because we will make that full announcement by the end of the show. Is that right? We had like quite a few interesting things to talk about. And that special announcement, I don't know if you guys are following the posts. I don't know if you guys are checking out our dailies. Pero maganda-ganda tong announcement for everybody. Dilat na dilat si Chino. Nakatakot. Alam na live?
Penge naman kung ano yung inano mo dyan.
Kung nakamute ka, di para yeah.
Alam, minumute talaga ako. Talagang minumute ako eh. Mga pranks natin, nakakainis na eh, ha?
Si Mike po yan. Si Mike talaga.
Si Mike ang pinili. Ikaw, ito si Rene Cruz Jr. has a new setup eh. Ito na bang bagong setup mo for the show?
Hoy, palitan mo yung wallpaper mo. Fake naman yan eh.
Ano nga, ang ganda, ano, pagkaka-render ng image. High-res na.
Parang totoo eh.
Nahawakan.
Oo. Ay, before we start, pwede bang magkwento?
Oh, sige. Ano yan?
Kahapon I got this. It's Parallax. It's just...
Oh, shoot!
Ooh.
Highlight.
Wow.
Parlay.
Yeah, Farland Toys. Lumabas siya this week. And then I got it. I was so lucky to see it sa retail lang. And then I got it. And then the following day, ubos na siya. So I got the last one. So eat it, nerds! I'm better than a weird thing to say.
Ayoko talaga ng flex culture.
Alam mo,
Ayoko talaga sa
Parallax
flex
is not the best. It's not the best villain. So.
Parallax.
Sino ang best villain?
Para sa akin,
Sino ang...
si Superman pa rin.
Sa comics, hindi sa totoong buhay. Baka kung sino sabihin mo.
Parang kilala ko. Kilala ko yung super villain sa buhay niya. Hindi na kinakausap ngayon yun. Pero sige. But that's good. Where'd you get that? I mean, where exactly?
Can I name names? Toys R Us in Makati.
Uy! Huwag mo muna sabihin
Uy.
yan, hindi pa tayo sponsored ni Toys R Us.
Pero kung sponsor tayo ni Toys R Us, why not?
Kindatan mo, Noch. Kindatan mo.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Ano naman?
Malaman.
Oo nga, grabe. I mean, I remember going to Toys R Us as the place to buy toys back in the day. And you rarely get finds like those now. Now you have to go to specialty shops like in Green Hills and stuff to get those really nice toys. But Toys R Us still carries a lot of good toys. So see, we're putting in a plugging for you, Toys R Us. Baka naman, tag nyo na yan. Andyan yan si Stanley. Tag nyo na yan, Toys R Us.
Yung Toys R Us talaga, paborito kong Toy Store sa lahat.
Talaga? Parang iba yun.
Doon ako bumibili talaga ng mga toys ko eh. Yung mga toys ko nandito. Iba dyan.
Yung lahat na yan. Yung lahat ng totoo na yan.
Iba dyan.
Nice. Okay, sige.
Gusto kong makita up close.
Rene, ayoko kasi istorbohin dahil nakakalinis ko lang yan, pwede.
Beta, tsaka tandaan mo, Chino, ayaw mo ng flex culture kaya hindi mo
Ayoko talaga. Ako, narito lang sila eh. Yung camera ko kasi hindi na magalaw yan.
Wala kasi ako pambiling green screen. Pagpasensyahan nyo na. Kung wala itong mga to, kortina lang yan. Pwede ba?
Pag-inggit, pikit. Sabi nga ng mga idol natin dyan sa mga social media.
Pumikit kayo lahat ngayon. Mga buwisit. Pumikit ka. Simulan na natin ang pagpikit. Hello to our 17 viewers. And we're gonna be getting started with the show because it is time for Captain Mike's 1 minute batian portion. If you are ready, Captain Mike, take the stage in 3, 2, 1. Bate!
Teka muna, basok natin ang timer. Sabi dito ni Peach Purple, happy streaming, enjoy. Sabi ni Stanley, hi Ate Peach, also known as Scary. Siyempre, sabi ni Stanley, Friday. Hello sa mga viewers, don't forget to like, follow our page. Check our podcast, Gaming Geek and Nerdy Stuff. Follow us on our social media accounts. Sabi rin niya, what's up mga bossing? Sabi ni Isabella, birthday na daw ni Cheska sa October 19. Siyempre, sabi ni nabitin ako sa meetup natin next year ulit. Sabi ni Nick. Tapos looking forward sa interview na ni-record nyo. Sabi ni Pahing Alonso, good evening. Siyempre, mga tropa natin from Exosia Project. Good evening, G3. Greetings from the project. Siyempre, sabi ni Sandy, what's up to our viewers? Now 13. And biglang nag-brown out. Sabi ni Just Komoda, and I still have 10 seconds. Maraming salamat sa mga nag-like, nag-follow, nag-share na stream na to. And you know what it is. Welcome to our stream. Let's go!
Yan, galing ah.
Alam niyo ba
That should be a record.
Alam niyo bakit nag-brown out si Jazz?
Bakit?
Kasi pinapanood na yung podcast natin at merong switch. Ang ating creator, may switch yan. Pag naramdaman na may sasabihin ka na kalokohan, switch off. Switch off kagad yan.
Sisimulan na siguro kaya napatayan siya ng ano eh.
Tatanungin ko lang kaibigan ko, Rene, sino ba yung boss natin?
Huwag ka...
Anyway, so yun lang.
Sabi ni Lord.
si Lord Jesus. Yung boss ko, si Lord Jesus. Jesus. Ayan, mga kaibigan, let's get started with the conversation. We have quite the conversation because we are fresh from Rev Major, the fighting game event of the year in the Philippines. Woo! And oh my God, it was just crazy when we got there. There's so many things. We have we've met so many people. So shout out to those that we've met. Gariath Concepts, obviously, Mr. Richard Brohan, thank you for letting us in. Miss Rio, thank you. And everybody else who organized the events. Of course, Secret Base, Boss Calvin Cuevas, Boss of the Secret Base. Boss Calvin. And Chibi by Secret Base and Sarap Down. We got to meet the Secret Base guys. We got to meet a lot of the celebrated fighting game players. Goichi. I was able to meet Goichi. And who could forget? Of course, AK, Jules was there. The Lozano brothers was there. Pika was there. Ang daming star-studded na it's a very star-studded event. And most importantly, Daigo Umihara.
Iba talaga.
the will to keep winning with my signature siya. May signature yan.
Lapit mo. Hindi nakikita.
Nalulungkot lang ako kasi binasa ko yung libro. Dala-dala ko pa siya. Pero natalo pa rin ako sa tournament.
Yun.
Yun talaga.
Pero nagbasa ka kasi parang during the tournament. Di ba dapat before?
Oh, you have to be preparing kasi.
Hindi ko masyado na-instill yung mga tinuro ni Daigo. I'm sorry, Daigo.
Right.
You failed him.
And of course, Ben Banta,
yes.
Sir Walter Malala of Ranida Games, JJ Kuhn was there. So hindi na natatanong, we are experienced in Rev Major. Kami tatlo ni Rene at
Agree.
Noch.
By the way, hello Joshua Clark Canayo. Welcome. Don't you know?
There you
Ako nga
go.
pala yung champion. Ako nga pala yung the champion ng Bayani. Dito sa
Here
G3.
in G3. Like, officially, as in, this is on record.
Is that a challenge?
Yun na nga sasabihin ko eh.
I don't know.
Pero,
I don't know.
officially, yung sa record book, sino yung pinakamataas record sa G3? For,
Rene,
Trickster.
Wait.
Ayan na. Sabi niya, alright.
Trickster.
When's first to 10 then?
Pero, Noch,
Guys,
nag-announce ka, di ba, Noch?
ang sasagot ko dyan,
Wait.
gustuin ko man, labanan ka. Joshua Clark Ganayo, Trickster. Gusto man itanan, pero I'm sorry. Retired na ako eh.
Early retirement. Right out of the
will be,
championship. Going retirement.
Noch will be retiring as champion.
Yes, I figured na parang it's enough na. Ayoko na nung limelight, tigil na. I will forever remain the champion, but bigay ko na lang sa'yo kasi I retire.
Oh my God.
Mga kaibigan, ganyan po samantalahin ang pagkawala ni Trickster.
Hold on. Trickster was paying attention to what Chin was saying. He said, it's okay, it'll be just casuals.
Hindi naman pala niya aagawin eh. Hindi niya aagawin, ikaw pa
It
rin.
will not be official. It will not be official.
It's
Sorry,
just...
pero I told my wife and I told my manager na hindi ko na
Wow!
My manager!
I got burned out. Baka I'll find another game probably baka Suikoden run.
Suikoden. Competitive Suikoden.
Hindi na ako magko-competitive. Mag-shoutcast na ako.
Nang Suikoden.
Suikoden 1.
Yeah, just to answer Josh's question, was fightingherz there? Yes, it was actually featured in the GG truck. And them's fightingherz was ang ganda ng animation talaga, and it has a lot of players. People were playing it, and kulang na lang ilagay nila doon sa main stage. But really, the highlight for me was the main stage. Really, it was just crazy setup, man. They had like one stage in the middle where
GG truck.
and then yung GG truck kasi nasa may bandang gitna eh, right? It was right in the middle.
Pero,
and then
alam ko na hinihintay ko talaga. Diba, yung fightingherz. Ang hinihintay ko talaga yung them fighting nerds eh. Hinihintay ako may magsusuntukan dun eh.
them fighting nerds. Di ba tayo yun? Tayo yun eh. Yeah, but Rev Major was quite the experience. You know, we saw a lot of stuff there that we've been longing to see. Marvel versus Capcom 2 players were there. There's even a retro place there that Jesus Christ was there. Nico. Hello, Nico.
Yes.
Shout out to you, dudes.
Yeah, that's Nico Guarte.
Grabe yun. So let's kick things off. And again, guys, stay till the end of the show because we have a major announcement to share with everybody. So we want to share it with you guys. It is such an important thing for us to mention it. I can't wait to get it. So sige na, simulan na natin. Let me start off with a question. Starting off with Palitz. Palitz is definitely, well, obviously he's not here. He wasn't there. But same question to the people in the comment section. What, if you watched Rev Major, what was it that you would have wanted to experience for yourself had you been there? if you
Oh,
were at Rev Major, what would it be?
Definitely meeting Daigo. I think that's a bucket list for most gamers. Such an icon. It's such a disappointment hindi ako nakapunta. Of course, I've always wanted to experience a major. I'm not a big FGC guy. I'm a
Si Tayo
casual.
yung na-meet natin, di ba? Na-meet
Yes.
natin, di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hindi mo
actually,
na-meet natin. Okay.
alam ko nangiinggit ka sa sinasabi mo, Rene. Pero
Clarify.
thank you dahil Rene was so kind to do a live video while they were beside Daigo. And alam mo yung makita mo lang siya sa camera on your phone was such a starstruck moment. Such an experience. So thank you, Rene, for remembering us.
Palits, 1 second. Idea ni BJ yun. Kasi nung sabi ni BJ, video call ka sa
I knew
chat
it.
room. So, tapos sabi ko, ayoko. Tapos niya, parang sumunod ka na lang. Okay.
Doon ako nag-visit. Doon tayo sa sumunod ka na lang. Ganun ako.
Just wanna interrupt, guys. Si Sir Raymond ng PRG is there.
Hey!
Raymond, hello.
Hey!
Thank you.
Hey!
And that's actually Jessica Isabella Sarmiento sent 35 stars.
Hey!
Mas sinasayaw this time.
Thank you. Ang baba.
Ikaw, di ba?
Thank you.
No.
Right,
Di ba?
Oy!
Agreement.
Classic note yun. Classic Chinos ang tuwili yun. May take ya. Wala bang marakas?
Should we bring it back?
Tambourine na.
Tambourine.
Iwan
Sorry.
kayo malakas dun. Sa kanila yun.
Sorry.
At saka yung sayaw is supposed to be like 1,000 stars.
Ay! So, ano lang to? Premature
Alright,
lang. Premature.
Okay. Sige.
Walang sasayaw, refund daw, sabi nito.
But yeah, going back, meeting Daigo and of course seeing the competitive scene, meeting those icons like AK because I've been watching their competitive, especially on the Sunday Showdown, the Nationals. So I've been seeing their names for quite a while now, and it would be such a pleasure to meet these people. Knowing that FGC is still growing, and it's still such a community in the Philippines. They have such a big community. And if you've been in their group chats, it's a little bit toxic, but you know why when it's an FGC community, it's almost apart, the trash talking, the videos of how they lose and everything. So it's a fun experience that I wish I had.
Right.
But I really have a lot of questions from you guys. So let's proceed with the next guy.
Sige. Before we could shed some skin and give it to Cheska, let us entertain your questions, pare. And guys from the chat, please feel free to throw in your questions also, because we have quite a few productions to show you guys. So we have a couple of videos that we'll be releasing next week, and by next week, you'll see the sights and the sounds that we've experienced. You'll get to hear the conversations that we've had, and the celebrities and the personalities that we ran into and had the privilege of speaking. Pero sige, what's your question, Palits?
Una was the competitive scene. How did it look, especially the Filipino talents? And I know there is a lot that competed from the Filipino talent pool. How did it look against competing with the international talents?
Sige, let's get that answered by Rene, because Rene is probably has the freshest pair of eyes entering into Rev Major. Kasi as you guys know, Captain Mike and myself and Noch were working with Saturday Showdown in partnership with Secret Base, and we have had that experience of seeing what Filipino competitive players are. But Rene, it was his first time, right? It was your first time to get to Rev Major. It was your first time to attend a fighting game event. So
Yes.
What was it for you?
First off, to address Palit's question about the environment, the Filipino community, fighting game community. I did not see a lot of, I didn't see any toxicity at all. I saw players, chatting up with their opponents, shaking their hands. The only toxic player I saw was Noch during the Bayani tournament. But everyone was like,
I don't doubt.
Yeah,
Proudly,
everyone was, like,
proudly so.
very friendly. I saw, because I was roaming around taking videos. Stupid content. I would see people who would lose and then laugh with their opponent about losing. So it was very healthy. It's all done in amazing level of sportsmanship. This doesn't involve Filipino players, but the finals, I don't know if I'm spoiling it for anyone. The finals for Tekken, which is the big main event thing, was between two Korean players. But the energy was so amazing. This was approaching 11 p.m. and everyone was still up. I don't attend any of these things. I haven't done this before, but I have, I regularly watch wrestling live. It's the same energy. Like everyone saw, these are like two of the best, and every move, the cheers, the gasps, and I think you saw in the videos that we took, everyone was going nuts. So it was that same energy for me, and I was really, really hooked. When the guy won, you could actually feel
John Ding won.
Yeah, you could actually feel the floor shake because everyone was jumping up and down, celebrating. I thought it was an earthquake because it's earthquake season. So part of me wanted to panic, but it was just not. It was just a really, really great time. For for my first time, and I've had plenty of first times.
Oh my god.
Just me, you got a point.
Just me.
It's a very it's a very memorable thing. So yeah, it was great.
Nice.
Great environment. Great. It was. We'll talk about this later, but the event, it was very well organized. No one fell off stairs this time. Great weekend all around.
Good job. Good job. Speaking of Captain Mike and falling off stairs, something got activated, is it not? Did something got in? We got another star thrown in by Cheska. Thank you very much. And there we have an activated
A stars party. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to send over your stars. Feel free to support the G3 podcast by sending it over.
And 350 stars para sa stars party.
So,
Palit,
send
ano ba yung
over-
ano mo? Kanta mo nung napapadala ka ng stars.
saga yun, saga yun. Parang saga yun.
Meron ka.
Did I?
Oo, meron ka eh.
Maganda throwback yun.
Hindi.
Wala lang kami oras
When
para
I was when there were stars,
Sumasayaw ka.
I play music background, yung mga horns, and then there was the dogs. And si Sir Raymond John P. Orendes from RPG.
Yeah,
Send,
RG.
45.
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just keep
Yeah,
sending your
Raymond.
stars. In the words of my brother, wala namang nambato ng alimasag. Wala. Kasi apparently,
What's
they
the
wanted to-
story about that?
I think it's an Evo thing where it's a Smash Brothers tournament in Evo. Somebody threw a crab, like a literal crab, at somebody. Ganong kabaliw.
On the stage. On the stage.
Yeah, it literally got a crab and threw it, chucked it at somebody like that. You know,
Hindi ka ng ganon, I mean,
that's my
Kudos to
question.
you.
Like, how did you get
That
the
got
crab?
in. Yeah.
How did you get in? That's my point.
Kunin ko
Was
yun.
it-
Such
was
a
it
weird
alive?
thing to bring in a bag. Naka-backpack,
Was it alive or was it cooked?
It was dead. It was dead. It was not cooked. It was just a dead crab. Which is
but
Why
then,
do you
know.
need to know if it was cooked though?
kakainin niya
Or-
eh. Kasaluhin niya.
Sayang eh.
It was alive
Sayang eh.
before and just died inside the bag. You know?
It's probably just died in the
Why
bag.
do you guys need to know? It's a crab in an event. Thrown on the
That on its own is bad. Well, welcome back, General. Power restored, power extreme. So, Palits was asking us questions, and the question was, had you been on Rev Major, if you were there, what would you have loved to experience the most? That was the first question. And then Palits was asking some questions. So it's your turn to answer that question and ask us a question about Rev Major.
Okay. So, I mean, question. All right. So it seems like
Doon ka
you
muna
guys-
sa, what would you have done? Ano yung gusto mong ma-experience if you were there? Had you been there?
Probably play fighting games with you guys or play fighting games with the fighting game community. Because there are two genres in existence that I'm not good at. One of them is fighting games. So, I just want to see myself, get beaten every single time.
What's the game?
What's the other one?
What's the other one? What's the other one?
The other one is FPS. The FPS and fighting games.
And learning
So-
that you're playing Apex the whole week.
Yeah.
And then
And that you shut me
Imagine
down for
DJ
not
asking,
asking you? Yeah.
BJ asking, are you on a winning streak? Yeah, well, please answer.
Okay.
That answers it, BJ.
Okay.
Yung akin, curious lang ako, Judge, yung anong FGC game ang pipiliin mo na you want to be
Tekken.
good at?
Tekken.
Okay.
Tekken. I love people playing Tekken. I worked with Gariath for Tekken Nationals. And every single time, like kahit di ko naiintindihan yung pinagsasabi nila, the rage art, like the whatchamacallit, that's the stuff. Na-enjoy ko pinapanood yung games. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Eto, may bigyan lang natin ng pasasalamat itong si Ferdinand Jimenez na sabi, nakakatawa makita at mapanood ulit yung mga dati kong pinapanood sa FPG.
Shoutout!
And sent out 100
Ano
stars.
yan? Art.
Let's
Sobrang
go.
malupit na artist yan, man. Sobrang malupit
Hi,
na
welcome
artist.
to Ferdinand.
Game ako days. Shout out sa'yo, Ferd.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you for choosing G3 as your stream to watch for tonight. Siyempre, si
Shout out din pala kay Alex Bitero.
Ayan.
Yeah.
hi,
And
Alex.
Jessica sent another 60 stars.
60.
Let's go.
Grabe.
Wow.
Maraming
Cumulative ba
salamat.
sasayaw? Cumulative pag sasayaw.
May
If we get 1,000 stars before the end of the stream, then I think everyone should dance, right?
Wait, bakit everyone?
guys.
Nandamay ka pa.
Pwede namang ikaw lang. Ikaw naman
Pwede naman
naka-idea.
ikaw lang,
Grabe
oo.
ka.
Ikaw naman naka-isip.
Ikaw ang naka-Rev Major na
You
background.
asked. Ikaw yung nagtanong di ba? Ikaw yung nagtanong. Pero sige, para sa inyo.
Ito talaga
1,000
pag-awayan
stars,
natin.
if we get 1,000 stars, I will
Sigurado
dance
yan,
for you.
Sure yan.
Nang
Wait,
dahil po,
pwede ba,
nang dahil po sa stars ni Cheska, nag-away-away po yung G3. Ano yun, Rene? Ano yun?
Palit paano kung yung 1,000 stars na abot kasi kaming 5 yung naglagay.
Oy.
Para na sumayaw ka.
200 sa akin, ha?
500 sa akin, 500 sa
I
akin.
need to see it first. I need to see it.
300 na lang. 300 na lang.
I need to see it first, guys.
Sabi ni Joshua, alam mo ikaw, magpagaling ka na nga.
Oo nga.
Magpagaling ka na kasi sabi niya, we could rectify, sabi kasi ni Jazz, he wants to be good at fighting games and FPS. So yan ang sagot niya sa'yo. Well, we could rectify that at some point.
Uy.
So
Sir Ferdinand, nagbibiro lang po ako. Nagbibiro lang
Teka.
ako.
Shout out pala kayo. Shout out sa idol ko, kay Yuri. Shout out.
Yeah.
Nagbibiro lang ako, Sir Ferdinand.
What's up, Yuri? We love
Oy.
you. Just wanna say that.
my son is watching me. Hello family.
Hello.
Joshua, kahit
Hello,
may sakit
child.
ka na, nagre-rectify ka pa din, no? Nagko-correct ka pa din ng tao.
Guys, shout out naman. May nanonood sa atin ngayon. Sama natin si Bitero. Shout out, Bitero. Hello.
Ay, shout out sa'yo, Sir Alex.
Sabay-sabay tayo. Alex Bitero.
Alex
Bitero.
Alex.
Thank you so much for watching, sir.
Ferdinand Jimenez sent out 135 stars total within the last
Oh my
minute.
God.
Grabe naman.
Oy, salamat. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Sir.
Wait, nasa magkano na yung start?
Oh my God.
Ay,
Kwentahin nyo na para may alam natin kung
Ay,
Wala
Sumayaw
pa.
na si Palias.
Wala pa one game.
teka, let me
Haba,
ask
haba,
you. You guys
wait.
talk lang.
Guys,
Let me count.
I'm just kidding.
Sige, Captain Mike, please take care of the finances.
Ano yun?
Bakit tayo
Oh,
sa-
sige. I keep my word. Sasayaw ako.
Guys, if dito sa
it gets to
G3, we keep our promises.
Yeah.
Right.
At the moment, we have 475 stars running just for today's stream.
Lapit na.
475.
Guys, stay till the end of the show. You'll know why the stars are going to be very important. So just stay till the end, guys. Stay till the end. Okay, so Jazz said that he wanted to play video games. He wanted to be able to learn how to play video games. Now, what was it that you would want to ask us about with our experience with Rev Major? Rene gave his bit. What about you? What's your inquiry about Rev Major?
Okay. If you were, all right, I know you enjoyed the entire event, right?
Yes.
If you can pull strings sa event and change one aspect of it, what will you change? Or kung may hindi kayo nagustuhan, ano yun, and what
you
will you
didn't
swap
like,
it for? What you didn't like? Ayan.
Ako have an answer right away.
Positive kasi lahat yung sagot.
Positive
So,
criticism, guys.
yeah,
Positive criticism.
I would have
I also have an answer, but BJ will share.
Sige. So, para hindi tayo makancel, medyo wholesome yung akin. I would have put Ben Banta and Ranida Games on the center stage. I would have had a fierce Bayani tournament on the center stage. Simply because, not just because they're Pinoy developers, and it's not just because for the sake that it's Pinoy. You know, a lot of people kind of misconstrue the idea of, basta Pinoy, kailangan promote natin. No. It just so happens that what they've done, what they've made, my viewer just visited me in my room. So what they've made is worthy of something that worthy of being highlighted outside. And that's Bayani. They have another game which is called Vita Fighters, and one that is in the works which is Sinag, which is kind of like a supernatural version of Bayani, right? And our idea was to get Daigo or Goichi or Ni or any of the international players to play Bayani. Unfortunately, di namin nagawa. We were unable to do it. However, if I could pull some strings and if I could change anything, one spot there before the grand tournaments and all that, I would have put Bayani and have a tournament on the center stage just so the world can see what Pinoys can do and what Ranida Games has done for the Philippines. Yun ang gagawin.
Right.
That's for me.
Sige. Dahil yung sa akin naman, siguro, I would also put a highlight dun sa Rev Major merch.
The shirts. Yeah, those were nice.
Very nice. Na sana magkaroon sila ng plus sizes for people like me.
Self-serving na naman.
Hindi.
Walang
Hindi,
kasya sa akin.
Walang kasya sa akin eh. Totoo. I mean, I'm telling you this if you've seen the Rev Major merch for this year, the masks were good. Alam mo yun, yung windbreaker nila is so good. Ang problema lang, hindi magkasa sa akin, hindi ko mabili.
Hindi kaya
That's
problema mo
fine.
yun?
Maybe that's like you problem.
No.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding.
next year daw, tama ka sa merchandising meeting. Para lang.
Please po.
So Sunday, susukatan ka lang.
Oo,
So,
para may
Ms. Carmen, in the next episode of G3, would like to propose that you incorporate Captain Mike for some merchandise checking and licensing so that you have a triple XL size for Captain Mike.
Ang size next year ay small, medium, large, and Captain Mike.
Salbahe.
Sige. Rene, you said you had an answer.
My personal observation, because I had a lot of fun staying in the media room for the majority of the second day. What I did notice is sometimes there is a disconnect. There is a barrier, a massive barrier in communication in certain points.
You can't let it go, can you? You really just can't let it go. You suck.
It's a big deal. A lot of the guests of honor, a lot of them are, of course, non-English speakers. And, there was a lot of barriers. And I think my personal opinion doesn't reflect the entire group, but they could have improved the way that they coordinated and communicated with everyone. By hiring hiring the right people or the most qualified for the job. And keeping purpose in mind. The purpose is to connect the guests with the media, which will connect the media to the general audience. Give that purpose.
Good shot.
Kasi we're trying to build a community,
Yeah.
and if someone isn't, if there is a bad communication, the community will not be built, or not as well as we want.
You
So-
are trying really hard not to say one phrase. Like
Kaya-
one
kaya-
phrase could have summed up everything.
Thank
You know?
you.
Sige, I'm sorry. I know I'm very
Perfect.
wordy. I think Noch can summarize my points. Noch, what do you think?
Okay, Noch.
Relax, guys.
I think he...
Notch,
I think
may pangarap pa
Ano
tayo,
pa?
Notch.
We really have great
Una-una sa
news
lahat.
at the end of this, and we don't want that to be the actual end of G3.
Una-una sa
Please.
lahat, I'd like to give a shout out sa tita ko na nanonood ngayon. Barangay 763!
Shout
Batang San Andres!
Sorry.
Barangay 763.
Barangay
Barangay
763!
Chairman. Thank you po sa panonood.
Anyway, I'd like to agree, no, that there are certain points in the event that we do not like or agree with. Probably someone of a translating nature that wasn't able to connect us with a certain fighting legend. Tago natin sa pangalang Gaigo.
Gaido,
but yeah, I
Gaido.
mean, Gaido. Okay, overall, guys, the Rev Major was sobrang ganda compared to another event that we this year. Natin
Comparing
banggitin.
to other events.
Itago natin sa pangalang Hohe.
Okay.
Hohe. Pero ako if I would change something para sa akin, probably yung food area. Kasi marami na kayo nasabi, I agree with Ranida Games totally. Dapat yun din sasabihin ko eh. And with Mike, totally, hindi ko sasabihin yun, pero sige, sa'yo yun. Pero yung food area, ako probably, I would have invited a lot more for more options. And maybe close a certain food area for selling uncooked rice and burnt burgers.
Rice?
So, ito nga po yun, no? Natataka yung asawa ko.
Ulitin ko
sige.
Hindi pa tapos. Sasabihin ko, ito lang sasabihin ko. Nakakainis. Yung unang kain mo, hindi na masarap. Pati ba naman yung huling kakainin mo sa araw na yun, hindi pa rin
Grabe.
masarap? Oh, come
Grabe
on.
Grabe kayo.
Pero Rev
Pasensya
Major
na.
was 98%.
The event was good.
Yun lang
The event was
specific
good,
na yun. Sobra.
Kano lang, I would also like to applaud Jazz kasi alam niya na pag binuksan niya yung floodgates of negativity, maraya na, si Rene, tinod.
Kudos to you guys for holding it, some of it in. You know?
Si BJ,
Hey, man.
meron bang
Keep it professional here, you know.
sasabihin or kasi I have another question, guys.
Oh, sige.
I want to ask
BJ,
this.
BJ.
If there was something that you didn't expect in that Rev Major event, what is it?
Wait, sorry, what?
You
Something that I didn't expect?
Yeah. That happened in Rev Major.
I didn't expect
The
anyone
fire?
na sabihin,
What fire?
Yes. We didn't expect sparks.
You didn't expect sparks flying, you know? Like that's
Was
why.
there a technical issue?
Yung second lang sa list ko kasi the most unexpected thing that happened was someone said Captain Mike looks like Agamulak. So, yun yung ano.
Wait. We have to talk about that. No, wait. I'm gonna talk about. We have to talk about this, okay? We were at the media room and we were doing our jobs. We were being media people, and we were networking, communicating.
We were
with
very
people, so-
serious.
We're very serious. We're very serious business people. And sa dami ng mga cards na nakolekta namin, I want to give a shout out to Techno Rush for being able to engage us in a very quick banter. At eto na nga, unexpectedly, diba? We were talking, we were connecting properly, we were networking, and then suddenly, one person says, a wonderful young lady said, alam mo, may kamukha siya eh. And we were all taken aback. No, we were suddenly like, the conversation stopped, even the...
Paano yung taking aback nyo? Pag ganun, yeah!
So, hindi pa, kasi parang ganun pa lang kami. Ha? Ganun? Sinong kamukha niya? And then the lady was trying to...
Ha? Sino yan?
the lady was trying to remember it. The conversation in the other table stopped. The freaking tournament stopped. The lights went out. Shadows came out. Thunder crossed the sky. And she remembered who it was. At sabi niya, kamukha niya si Aga Mulak. Tanan,
Hindi yan yung pinaka-worst na part ng
The kind
Rev Major
ladies
para sa
defense,
inyo.
actually medyo worse yun. Medyo hindi
know.
maganda yun.
I have a
In
follow-up
the kind
question.
ladies defense, feeling ko talaga, ninyo ang sinasabi. The ensaymada loving cousin.
Hindi pare kasi, klaro aga.
Follow-up question lang. Was she
sige.
wearing glasses? Is she seeing things clear on that day?
No, she was young. And the entire
young?
media room
Walang ata siya.
the entire media room started searching on their phones, Aga Mulak Bagets. Tapos lahat nanonood na lang kami.
Wow!
They they
No. You're
search for
sensationalizing it.
Yeah,
Sensationalizing
Mike.
nag-search sila ng
How did
pictures
you-
ni Aga and then tinatapat nila yung kay Captain Mike. Parang
How did you feel about being compared to Aga Mulak?
How did you react to that? Aga Mulak.
We're done with Rev Major. We're about this now. How did you
Mike, wag ka mag-alala. No judgment here.
Hindi ko lang ini-expect. Yun lang yun. Na
Kami rin eh.
tapos ang nangyari doon, eto problema eh. Pagkatapos yung pinagtawanan yung babae hindi na bumalik. So that's on you too. Searching on bag. No,
Hindi namin siya
Rene.
pinagtawanan.
No.
Pinagtawanan namin yung baseless.
It's only right, Mike.
Oh.
It's only right.
Hindi
How
hindi
dare
siya
she?
pinagtawanan. Ikaw yung pinagtawanan. Let's just correct that very clearly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hindi namin
sige,
pinagtawanan
fine.
si Mike kasi hindi namin magagawa yun kay Aga. Hindi ko kaya sabihin without laughing.
Kamukha mo si Aga
Salbahe.
tumaba. Baka ganun yung sinasabi niya. Kamukha mo si Aba tumaba. Gwapo pa rin, pero mataba.
Yun na yun.
Kamukha mo si Aga kung hindi siya sumikat, yumaman.
Parang kamukha mo si Aga kung nag-fail siya sa life. Ganon. Grabe ka.
Grabe naman.
Ang pangit na ng pagkakaano niyo.
Event 4-2.
So yeah, to bring it back to the actual happenings na would make sense, no? I mean, that was a Stranger Things Twilight Zone kind of happening. Yes, there was quite a technical difficulty that happened in the event where a light kind of malfunctioned because of the heat of the LEDs. We weren't there. We were at the media room. Nobody was hurt. The organizers were very well adept and were able to escort calmly people out. You know, the funny thing was the players were in the middle of a match and they would not let go in true FGC fashion. They would not stop the match. Sinisigawan na sila. Umalis kayo dyan! Wait! Clutch! Wait lang. Clutch to!
They'd rather die. You know?
They'd rather die than lose. But that is
The true
the
spirit.
spirit.
That is
Grabe.
Literal. Sila magiging spirito ng FGC doon.
The spirit of Rev Major. Next year, nandun pa rin sila. Naglalaro pa rin sila. Ayaw umalis. But yeah, but the Rev Major. See mga kaibigan, when we talk about things that we would rather change, halos wala. I mean, halos, we're making fun of it. Yes, we're just sensationalizing in the words of Captain Mike, we're just sensationalizing whatever freaky thing that happened in the event. But the
Whatever
event was
weird
just
thing.
so almost perfect.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
But
The guests
that's a good
were phenomenal.
year for an event like Rev Major, like that. It's almost perfect because after all the events that you guys have been through, there's always such a thing that didn't go well. Even just the
Correct. And
We've been to the worst.
you've been there has been some good comparisons. That's what we're saying. Pero you'd be hard pressed to find something to improve except for the kanin na hindi naluto. As in, yun nga ko. So, pasensya na po sa asawa kong minamahal at nung unang araw ay nagsayang talaga ako ng pera dahil pagkabili ko ng pagkain, bumili ako ulit. That's what I'm saying.
Promise. Sobrang extremes. Meron kang kanin na hindi naluto, meron kang burger na sobrang luto.
Oh,
I mean, did you guys complain or did you just let it
No,
go?
no.
There was-
We just let it go. 'Cause-
We're all hungry.
You did not go full Karen?
No, because not only were we hungry, we're also running after the schedule for the interviews. And so, talagang kain sundalo na lang, kain marin. Dali na kainin na natin to. Let's buy something new and then go back to the meeting room.
Yes, and while this guy came to Tender Juicy kiosk, may dala-dala siyang kanin na mas maganda at mas masarap na ulam. Sabi ko,
Kinain sa harap.
hey! Always one.
Laging meron.
Pero I want to highlight that kasi we keep mentioning na the event wasn't perfect, pero if you would notice, we all have fun memories.
Oo naman.
There.
But can we say that they set a high bar?
Yeah,
Yes.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point about it. Kasi when we talk about quality of an event, negative things will happen. Like we would complain about
There will be.
communication barriers, technical issues with the spark, weird allegations of Captain Mike's appearance. But we look upon the event fondly because every event has its hiccup. But if it's well put together, if it achieves its
Well
intention,
executed.
like the last thing on my mind was how great the finals of the tournament was. I was with BJ that time.
Grabe.
Diba? Covered
That's
natin
Yung
yun.
mga tao talaga were like moving in front. We're watching. Nakatayo na yung iba.
It's crazy. So
it was
the last job.
Yeah.
Sige, tumigil tayo pareho. Ikaw muna.
They really set
You first.
a high bar for you guys. So that is something that you would be expecting, no?
Yeah, basically, people left associating the event with nothing but positive things. Kasi no, nagtanong si Jazz about negative things, we had to take a moment to really think about it. Kasi
And
wala,
I think there's
na-overshadowed
such
with
minor
some good
things,
stuff.
no?
Right.
Except for the communication thing.
Yeah. Well, I was going to describe to you guys like what happened that evening. The last job for the evening was, okay, we have to get B-rolls of the excitement, of the atmosphere, of what the general emotion of the event was.
Yes.
So it was Rene taking one side, I was taking the other, Captain Mike was at the back, and we walked towards each other. We kind of have to switch places na kasi we were getting it. Nagmamadali kami kasi almost every single bit na may mangyari, people were like jumping, like, oh, and whatever happened between, that match, that final match, that was just crazy. That was just,
It is.
The
people
final
were standing
match was
up.
reset. Yeah, reset several times.
Yeah,
It
so it was
was an epic fight.
classic
Yeah.
FGC. Losers bracket, resetting the match, then proceeding to win. It was just awesome, pare. Hindi ko na nga nakukuha yung camera ko kasi nakatitig na lang ako dun sa sa match. And I have to pan the camera, so I have to look away, but I didn't. I had no choice. But it was an awesome event. Thank you, Gariath Concepts. Thank you,
Grabe yan,
Rev Major.
Ako.
Maraming salamat. That was an awesome thing.
Riot, man.
Very, very
Thank you,
quick
Riot.
score.
Sir Richard.
Guys, I just wanted to ask you guys, the ones who went there, very quick lang, no explanation needed. Out of 10, how much would you rate Rev Major?
Rene.
Rene, let's start with Rene.
I
Quick
would
lang, no
give it,
explanation.
I'd give it an 8.5.
Okay. BJ?
I'd give it an 8.
Okay. Noch?
Probably 8 then, yeah.
And Captain Mike?
I'd give it an 8.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
setting up around 8.1 as the score of Rev Major out of
Bilis
10.
talaga mag-calculate ito ni Palits, oh.
Really nice.
My God.
Congrats,
Aral eh.
Gariath.
Aral eh.
I mean, Gariath
Very nice.
exceeded our
Pero it-
expectations, pare. Sir Richard, thank you very much for allowing us to be there. Rio, Carmen, maraming salamat. It was an honor to be there. Grabe talaga. Ang ganda.
Tama. Miss Rio, next naman
Hi, Miss
will be
Rio.
ESGS.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how it is.
Do this.
I will
Boys.
be there.
Excited
Let's
for it.
go!
Let's go.
General will be there.
Go.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Munggo.
Oo nga, General will be there. At pero pupunta ka lang, hindi ka magtatrabaho, di ba? Or do you
Sana.
think, right? I mean,
Sana.
Ang bihira.
Pupunta lang ako doon.
oh,
Sana pupunta lang ako doon.
Guys, ang gagawin namin sa ESGS, magtatayo po kami ng G3 booth doon, tapos pwede po kayo kumuha ng libreng munggo!
And libreng picture sa kalokalike ni Agamulak. Yun.
Oh,
Yeah.
wala nagamulak ko. Libreng
At of course,
munggo.
libreng picture sa gout ni Jazz. Kasi
Actually, kapag mas may gout kayo, pag mas malaki yung gout nyo kay Jazz, may libre kayong premyo.
Oh, pag mas malaki yung gout nyo sa akin, may premyo kayo.
Agree.
Oo.
Maybe ako na isang pad ng
Premyo ay
Colchicine.
tweet naman.
Nag-text sa akin si Pilaj. Kita-kita daw kayo sa SGS. Compare daw kayo.
Mukhang may yun atang magaganap dun sa ESGS.
Oh, may gout showdown. Show gout.
Go
Mga gout
ESGS
community
2022.
tayo doon.
Fighting girls
Ever
competition.
eyeball. Ayan. First ever eyeball ng gout community sa Philippines.
Oh, GoutCon.
GoutCon.
Welcome to GoutCon 2022. Yung G sa ESGS, Electronic Sports and Gout Summit.
Binominate na kagad. Tapos yun nga, marami tayong makikita doon. I'm so excited na with the next event. Parang nung umuwi tayo, BJ, if you remember, talagang we still have that energy mula doon sa pagkapanalo, di ba? After the championship, pagkatapos ng i-announce yun, we still had that energy. Rene still had that energy. Para bang bitin.
Yeah. We were like, everybody went home. Tama yung sinabi nila kanina. I'm not sure if it was Rene or was Noch who said it. That when everybody went home, they went home associating the thing with nothing but positivity.
Right.
Plus, everybody went home with that spirit. They carried the spirit of Rev Major home with them. It was with them when it left. It wasn't, bitin siya, but it, instead of, ay, sayang, we want more, right? And we want more. There were not only just Tekken, Street Fighter players were there. We saw Rivalize there from Secret Base. The Dragon Ball fighting game community was there. Goichi was there. Fenrit was there. Fenrit was the winner, by the way. The Soul Calibur community. Tapos may mga Marvel versus Capcom 2 pa. The Kuso games, like the Sailor Moon Broken games. Hamunin ko sana ng Sailor Moon si Nos, kaso hindi natuloy. Namatay. That was day 1, right? Remember? Tinanggal ko yung cartridge niya. Pagsalpak ko, di umandar. Sayang.
Yun lang.
Ginanong ko pa yung classic.
Binlow pa
Didilaan
na
ko
yung
na sana
cartridge.
Didilaan ko na sana kung hindi lang COVID
So I believe it was Tito Steve who organized the retro area. So shout out to you.
Shout out
The
to
retro
Steve
Rev.
ng RGCP.
Ayos yun. You guys were there.
Thank you. Sila Josiah Paragaran.
The dude who made Good Night, which I tried.
Yeah, Alex was there too.
Good night, Bullet Hell.
Alex was there. He actually joined the Dragon Ball Z tournament, and it was one of the best, one of the most heartwarming things I've seen, in relation to the Filipino community. So Goichi was there, and he's now friends with Alex of Good Night. And the sweetest thing happened, literally and figuratively. I saw Alex give Goichi some peanut brittle from Baguio. Isn't that sweet?
Wow.
Let's give him peanut brittle.
Hearts, Korean heart, mega Korean heart.
Mabait.
Then pasok siya. He won.
Mabait
Alex won in the top 16, I think. It was the top 16.
Nice.
Nanalo si Alex. But speaking of the Korean Heart, bago magtapos yung show, may challenge si General eh. So kailangan ipakita natin yan. Pagkatapos nun, we make the announcement na. So guys, call your friends, call your neighbors, call your community. We have an announcement to make. Pero yung challenge muna ni General.
Everyone.
Isa-isahin mo, General. Isa-isahin mo.
And let's take out yung mga bagay na nakita ko na. I've seen your pictures with Daigo already. And I've seen your selfies already. So that crosses out yung picture ng Bobo. Okay na yun.
Wait, no. You have
no.
to.
Yeah, I have to. Okay.
You have to.
Show it.
All right. So let's start with the first one. Participant in cosplay. So you just have to show your phones in the camera.
Okay,
So,
participant in cosplay.
In 3, 2.
Teka lang.
Wait, teka lang.
Okay. Teka lang.
Dali. Hindi mo naman
Okay,
sinabi na.
Okay na.
Okay, bilang.
Ang layo pa ng ini-scroll ni Noch eh. Grabe ka naman dyan, Noch.
Hindi.
Okay na? Okay.
Wala sa phone ko yung mga photos eh.
Oh.
Okay.
Nilipat ko kasi.
Bura ko na eh.
Alright.
Nalipat ko na eh.
Kung sino lang yung meron muna. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, show it. Oh, wait.
Oh, they have the
DJ
same.
and I have the same
Oh.
person.
You have the same person. Alright, nice. Alright, next. A lost cosplayer. A non-FGC cosplayer.
My entry is on BJ's phone kasi he took the photo for me.
Ito, papakita ko.
Alright.
Ito yung kay Rene.
Alright.
Ama namin sumasalangit.
Oh my God! Hey! Yo!
Galan mo.
Yo!
Break it down, yo. Ito naman yung sa akin.
Alright, yun sa'yo. Oh,
Si Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Oh, mas panalo.
Out of place. Wow.
Out of place. Pero mas panalo yung kay Rene, grabe. I mean, out of place, heavenly body. Sige, next question.
Someone celebrating their birthday.
Walang may birthday mo, Rev Major.
Alright.
I'm sorry, wala.
Alright. Ito. Yung picture ng Bobo.
Rene?
Oh, shit.
Rene, paki-highlight. Ayusin mo,
Oh,
Rene. Pag tayo na-cancel dito, sinasabi kasi may announcement ako. Nabi ko sa'yo.
Wait, I'm just erasing faces, ha? Okay, this is not meant to
Why are
be
you erasing
malicious,
faces?
no?
Paki-highlight.
Okay.
Ang sa akin lang kasi is give context. I'm not saying that these people are bobo. I just found it funny kasi there was a photo booth.
That's not
and there was a green
what you
screen.
said when we were there.
That's not what you said, man.
Okay.
Guys, pagka live, ibang tao ako.
Feeling ko pa
Ano, got to be kidding me, Rene.
Pagkakita pa lang ni Rene, ay, bobo naman nito.
I
Hindi.
promise!
Along the lines.
The
Dali
real thing.
Okay, pakita mo na.
The real thing
Sige.
was so good.
Okay. There's a photo booth, there's a green screen, and then there's a guy who was standing there taking his photo wearing a shirt that is half green. So, come on. That's not how it works. So, I edited out the faces.
Okay. Sige.
Alright.
Next. Bago tayo makancel.
Alright, next. Crowd goes wild. And I'm sure you have a picture of the crowd going wild.
Madami.
Madami.
Matik na yun. Understood na yung crowd goes wild.
Understood,
Photos,
man.
videos, it's
Yeah. Alright. Next, the rage quitter. A photo of a rage quitter.
Wala.
Walang nag-rage quit.
wait, this guy,
Rene has one.
I took it. He was playing some retro thing. He died, and then he put down his controller, took a couple of steps, tapos bumalik siya to play again.
So he
Nice,
quit
nice.
halfway and then went back.
Nice.
Ano siya, rage quitter siya, pero mga 2 seconds lang. Mabilis siya
Correct.
mag-emotion.
So basically, that's also your photo of a dude playing alone.
Right. That's a photo of Salt.
my guy-
Yeah, Salt.
My guy playing alone is Mokujin, playing on his phone in the dining area.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys, ikaw BJ, meron ka niyang BJ. A dude
Meron
playing
ako
alone.
pero wala dito eh. It was, hinaharangan kasi ni Noch kasi sabi niya, kanya daw yun. Wag ko daw picture. Hinaharangan niya ng ganun. There was this one guy who was
Wala
playing
naman.
Dance Dance Revolution. Mag-isa. Kasi hinaharangan ni Noch. Ayaw niyang bigay sa akin.
Alright, the Korean
Pero-
hard pose
pero
with
ganun ba ni
someone.
Wala.
That I forgot.
Wala.
Oo, pinicturean ko
I
yun.
literally forgot.
Wala kaming Korean hard pose, wala.
Wala. And of course,
Nobody
picture
would
with Daigo. You
Yeah.
all have selfies with Daigo. Alright.
Daigo!
I hate
ko
yung
napakita
Korean
yun.
hard pose kasi I kept putting it off kasi madali lang siya. Just grab some random person, hard pose tayo. And
yeah.
nalimutan ko.
You know what's better? Like a Korean hard pose with Daigo. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That-
Kesa naman, at least pagbukas yun ng camera, sabi sa inyo ni Daigo, Haro G3. Oh, di ba? Gusto niyo ba yun?
G3. Oy, maganda yun.
G3. Haro G3.
Ako wala, may, just for the, i-share ko lang yun sa akin kasi wala sa akin yung phone. I transferred it to a different location. So, bibigay ko lang muna yung
Nawala si
picture ko for Daigo.
Yun.
Tapos,
Yes.
ito yung picture ko ng
Wow.
crowd going wild. Nakataas pa yung kamay. I have a picture ng Bobo. May hawak pang talong.
So, it's you.
Oh.
Wow. Dude,
Grabe.
grabe naman.
Grabe ka
Grabe ka
naman.
naman sa sarili mo. Grabe ka. Ang
Tapos
dami ko kayang picture mo, oh.
Meron ako. Meron din ako picture ng cosplayer. I have a different picture ng cosplayer.
Oh, there you go.
Hila mo yan,
Okay.
William,
O, di ba kamukha ni Cap?
At saka yung picture ng cosplayer na not FGC related, it's my friend Suzy Sor. Ayan.
Oh, Suzy. Okay.
Okay. So,
Ito gusto kong picture ni Cap, eh. Ano, picture ng parang Korean heart na rin. Tingnan nyo.
It's
Tama na,
like
patakip
seeing
na lang ng
football, no?
mukha si Jess.
Oh. Di ba? Parang Korean heart na rin, di ba? Converge, yan yung model nyo, oh.
Wait, by the way, to my friends at Converge, nanonood sila ngayon. Hello!
Hello, Converge! Ito yung model nyo. Okay, guys, we're already out of time.
Yes, hand of your
Wait. Where's Noch?
No, babalik yan. But we have to make an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're running out of time, but this is something that's very important to us. And first of all, we want to thank everybody who's here in the chat room, everybody who's supporting us since we started 2 years ago. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, G3 is now officially part of Cut Print Media Podcast Network.
Oh!
Yeah!
Shout out to Miss Patsy Ferrer, the pod mother. We're now happy to announce that G3 Podcast is officially a part of the Cutprint Media team, which will be helping us creating more content for you guys, producing more stuff. You will see a lot of changes in the show in the next coming months, and that we are very happy to let everybody know that there will be some improvements in our content and in our very lives. Sa mga pag-uugali namin, magbabago po kami, promise. Cutprint Podcast, and not only that, I think we can show them photos. Sorry, Cap. I think we can show them logos of what we have. And not just here. So yeah, we are now officially part of the Cutprint Media team, headed by Ms. Patsy Ferrer. And soon after, we are going to be embarking on a journey with Cutprint Gaming Media and Events. We're going to be having a lot of new shows. You'll see a lot of changes in the types of shows that we're going to be making. We're proud to say that we are part of the network, which also houses a lot of great talents. We can't mention them now, pero we are now part of a network. Mga kaibigan, maraming salamat.
Oh, yeah!
It's been 2 years. And thank you to everybody again. Thank you, Noch. Thank you, Captain Mike. Thank you, Bing Bing. Thank you, Palitz. Thank you, General Jazz. Thank you, Rene Cruz Jr. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Stanley. And here's to a new chapter, to another set. Here's the stage for our new destiny coming next month. So maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. We're now part of Cutprint! Woo! Yes, maraming sama. And that, ladies and gentlemen, you will see more of us in the future. We'll see a brand new, all different, giant size, even better, astonishing level. Kasi yun, di ba, yung relaunch natin, all new, all different, giant size. We will have uncanny, astonishing, mighty, assembled G3 podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host, BJG. That is Noch. That is Palitz. Jazz, General Tuna Komoda, Rene, Cruz Jr., Captain Mike, and in behalf of Bing Bing, my brother Trickster, and Stanley, thank you very much for tuning in. Next week, same time, we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. This is the show for the evening. You've seen G3 Podcast, episode 59. Next week is episode 60. We'll catch you soon with Cutprint Media. Yes! Bye-bye!
Yeah!